Hey, community group leaders and teachers, I hope you're doing well and having a fabulous day. Hey, I'm excited to introduce this week's Leadership Minute. This is one more tool that you can have in your tool belt to lead more effectively. For the month of November, I want to focus specifically on relationships. Why? Actually, for some of my PhD work, I happen to be writing a paper on Paul and his relationships with his traveling companions. Did you know, random fact, there are more than 140 individuals that Paul associated with in one shape or form, and he mentions by name in the New Testament. That's a lot of people that he personally invested in and spending time with and in, and he used as extensions of himself. Matter of fact, there was a missiologist by the name of David Bosch who lived in South Africa who said that many of those individuals he actually intended to use as extensions of himself whenever he deployed them in missionary fields. Whether it was he would train them for a while and then he would leave them behind while he would go on to another city, or he would actually deploy them and send them out to do work as if he himself were going to do that work. But one thing I find unique about all of those relationships is Paul still had this pattern that he intended, not only for him, but for everyone around him, to invest in leaders who would invest in leaders who would invest in leaders, as he says in 2 Timothy 2:1 and 2. So I want to look at that throughout the month of November to see if there are some leadership lessons that we can learn from that to help us grow as leaders and help those that we invest in to sort of catch this flame for running hard after Jesus and developing other people to run hard after Jesus. And one of the best ways that I believe Paul did that, actually to start out with, was simply by having one-on-one relationships with individuals. You know, one of the things that Paul did really well was spending time investing in individuals. And so when you read 1st and 2nd Timothy, when you read Titus in particular, you can notice that those letters are full of Paul's passion for those individuals. You can see that Paul spent individual one-on-one time with those individuals, and that as he did so, that he did something to transfer his passion and his excitement about Jesus, about him crucified, about him raised from the dead, and about investing in other people. So my challenge to you is pick one or two people in your group that you see value and potential in to grow as leaders and invest in them. Look for ways to at least once a month spend time one-on-one with them to help develop them and grow and mature in their faith. And then look for opportunities to actually mentor them and allow them to use the things that you're pouring into them in group each time you get together. It's one way that you can develop people one-on-one that actually creates this contagious ball of people wanting to run hard after Jesus and also grow in leadership. If you have any questions about this tip or any other tips, please feel free to reach out to me. But I look forward to seeing you next week for another round of Leadership Minute. Hey, I hope you have a great week, friends. Bye.